Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free plays for today's card. And on today's show, I'll picture here from the NBA. It is a 4-game card from the association. Also picks from college basketball, winding down here, regular season action here. Actually, today we do have a conference tournament game from the horizon today. So conference tournaments begin today. From college basketball. I believe it's IU, Indy, and Cleveland State campus sites here in the first round of the Horizon, and also picks from the NHL. Guys, appreciate it if you guys get us that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And then set notifications. We have 5 live shows over our channel, so appreciate you guys doing that. And here on Tony Morning Show, let's first meet the cappers, get right to the picks, as we don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. We'll say, look, Chris, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Dropped their best bet yesterday. Had the Trailblazers going into Atlanta there. Atlanta took care of business in that one there. Jonathan Kamei had a pretty good game there. Definitely with the dunk there over him. But anyway, yeah, I got that. Dropped that. Did get 2 goal scores yesterday from hockey, so that was kind of a silver lining to finish out the day. Otherwise, pretty quiet. Glad to be back and just ready to get to today's card.
Absolutely. Say hello to El Nino. Sal, what's happening?
Doing all right. Coming off a 1-0 day, so I'll take it. Said there was a ton of stuff I liked. Obviously, some of it came through, others didn't. But yeah, I'll take my 1-0 and hope to keep it rolling into this week.
Yep, I like to bounce back from a rough one yesterday. Only one I hit was Charleston there yesterday. That Orlando Magic team, man, couldn't cover the number against the Pistons. That one did not come through for me. Rough one there for me. Belmont, of course. The free plays, I should have made premiums. I'm just knocking my head. I liked Ohio State. I don't know what I was thinking. Purdue's 2-point defense is horrible. And the strength for Ohio State is 2-point shooting, and that's an angle I like to play. I don't know why I didn't cover that one. Also, Michigan State getting the win, didn't have that one. It was more of a free play for me. But we'll bounce it back today. Let's get started here from the NBA. 4-game card from the association. That's kind of how it's been, kind of weird. Small cards, big cards. I think we're back on TNT again, the way they've been putting these schedules up. But anyway, today we got Rockets at Wizards. Rockets going to lay 15.5 in this one. Total says 224.5. Celtics and Bucks, 2 teams on back-to-backs here. Celtics 7.5 on the road, total 216. Nuggets and Jazz. Nuggets are back-to-back here, 11.5 on the road, total 243.5. Then we close out with the Clippers on a back-to-back at the Warriors. Clippers 1.5, total 216.5. And we'll take a look here at the injury reports from these games. Rockets and Wizards, Smith, Tate, Van Fleet out for Houston. For the Wizards, we've got Black, Davis, Russell, Sarr, Young out. George, Gill, Vukcevic are questionable. For Boston, Milwaukee, Tatum is out. Just keep an eye on guys like Jaylen Brown, who we've seen miss games in the past. This is a back-to-back for Boston, so keep an eye on the report. For the Bucks, Prince out. Giannis and his brother are questionable. But we've seen that tag a lot on Giannis, and he ends up not playing. So just keep an eye there with Giannis for Milwaukee. Because it doesn't look like Milwaukee's trying to tank here. They want to get in the playoffs for Giannis. Denver and Utah. We got Bates and Watson out here for Denver. Cam Johnson, Gordon, doubtful. Jones is questionable. Remember, Denver on a back-to-back, so keep an eye on guys like Jamal Murray, who we've seen tags on before recently. Of course, Nikola Jokic has previous injuries as well, so keep an eye on those 2 throughout the day into the night. For the Jazz, Love and Markkanen out. Clippers and Warriors, Dunn is probable. Collins is that looked pretty serious with Collins yesterday with that knee. Keep an eye on Collins here being questionable there. Also, it is back-to-back, so you always have to worry about Kawhi in these situations. Darius Garland also is penciled in the lineup here for the Clippers. Keep an eye on him. I don't know if he played last night. I go back and look at his numbers here. Don't remember seeing him don't remember him in the box score yesterday, and he wasn't. So I guess it looks like he may be scheduled to make his debut with the Clippers here. He had a left toe injury issue. And he will be available for Monday's game. So he did not play yesterday. So Darius Garland could be making his debut for the Clippers in this spot. So keep an eye there. And that one, of course, back-to-back here. Collins looked pretty serious to me. I don't know. Warriors will be without Steph and Seth Curry. Porzingis still out. So is Richard. Payton here is questionable. So we get started with Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Houston Washington game here. 224.5 is what I got for the total. I'm going to take it under. The Rockets have been doing pretty well with defense holding teams to 109 points per game. So the Wizards could be lucky to see 100 points here in that one. So I'll take the under in that matchup there. Going the opposite direction with the Nuggets and the Jazz. And take that over 243.5. I know it's a back-to-back, but Denver seems to excel at that, 5-3 to the over on a back-to-back. So they do pretty well the next day. Going over the total. Jazz have just been money going over regardless of who's in or out in that one. And then looking at this Boston-Milwaukee game, definitely need to watch probably by the happy hour to see if Jaylen Brown is in there. If they are, I would take the Celtics, even though they're on a back-to-back. Both teams are. But definitely watch that Jaylen Brown news to see if he plays for sure. The Celtics team beat them before a while back. I think they do it again here. They seem to be putting some pieces together. So I would take the Celtics for the 7.5.
Yeah, with Chris on over to Ninos.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a happy hour special here, this Celtics-Bucks game. I'm looking more at the Giannis question mark here. I think if he plays, I'd be willing to take a small shot on the Bucks. If not, could get ugly. They haven't been playing. I mean, it's been up and down without him, but definitely going to be a tough matchup here without him. If anything, maybe they didn't play as heavy minutes as the Celtics did, so they do have that going for them too, as they fell apart there late and kind of, I guess, pulled the plug slightly earlier. The Celtics played, I think Brown played like 38 minutes. I just checked this a minute ago. But anyway, so that's my small lean on that one. And yeah, not particularly loving this little NBA card today. I guess I'd lean to the Nuggets to win both halves there in that one. Should win that game comfortably. Still don't feel too comfortable laying double digits though. So Nuggets to win both halves there. And yeah, I don't really like Garland making his debut here for the Clippers. I'm on the Warriors here. So maybe you would look at some Garland props. He should have a pretty despite it being his first game on his new team, I think he'll have a green light here, especially with all his teammates having played yesterday. So maybe look at some Garland props here. But at the end of the day, I think the Warriors get the job done on their home court.
There we go. And Alanino say what I think about some of these games here. Rockets and Wizards. I like the over in this game. Houston's got to shoot the ball, and that's what they've been doing since the break, averaging 117 points per 100 possessions. They've gone over in 3 of 4 with great shooting. The Rockets go in their slumps because they can't shoot the basketball. I think they've loosened the reins a little bit here. They got to get offense. Kevin Durant coming in here into Washington. Wizards can't shoot the ball a little bit here over the past 2 weeks at 48%, but their defense has been terrible. I'll look at the over in that game. Celtics, Bucks. To me, if Jaylen Brown plays, it's a Boston play for me. Both teams back-to-back. So just Boston, you can just trust their defense a little bit more, better defensive form. I'll look at them in that spot. Nuggets and Jazz. Well, in this one, for the spot, I'll look at Utah, a rested team, no travel rest spot here for Utah. Nuggets, the back-to-back. 2-4 since the break here are these Denver Nuggets. But for the spot, I'll look at taking the points. I'm not going to say here take Utah money line. I'll look at taking the 11.5 in a no travel rest spot for Utah here. This Clippers Warriors game's got me confused as hell. Garland in the lineup. I got to see what he looks like in that lineup before I do anything in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Toinks Morning Show. We'll continue on here with college basketball with this Monday card. We'll do it in 2 blocks. Let's see where we're going to cut it off today. Let's see what's a good cutoff point. I guess I got the cutoff point in mind here. So here we'll do in the block 1, we'll do the 6 Eastern, and we'll include the 7:30 Eastern game. So the 8 and later we'll do in block 2. Let's see what the notable ones we have here in block 1. We got Duke and NC State here. Duke, a 10-point road favorite, total 148.5. We do have the Horizon play-in game. This game is played in campus side. Cleveland State, a home favorite, 1.5 against IU Indy. This is your only conference tournament for today. And pretty much the notable games here in the first block. So we get to start here with Chris.
The first one I'm looking at here is going to be 7 o'clock Duke, NC State. Slight lean to Duke there with the 9.5, but also I want to take the over there in that one. 148.5 is what I've got. I think we see some back and forth, especially from Duke. In that one, we know NC State can contribute as well. Both teams averaging over 80 points a game. Now, Duke is playing a little bit better defense, but I still think we see some back and forth, even if Duke has to do the heavy lifting there. So give me the over and a slight lean to taking Duke to cover. The other one I'm looking at here is Stephen F. Austin and Incarnate Word. Give me Stephen in that one. Incarnate Word's absolutely terrible. 6-15 in conference. Stephen F. Austin's been doing really well, 16-5 in conference. So I'd just rather have them to come in here and take care of business tonight, cover the spread.
There we go. Chris, on over to Ninos.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards a lower scoring game, that Duke NC State, but let's make it interesting. We'll go under in the first half here. Maybe a slow start and let them go off in the second half. Duke just coming in 20 and 9 to the under there. 5 of the last 6 meetings have stayed under. Yeah, both these teams can score the ball as well, but I think they play some solid defense, or at least start off that way. So let's take that first half under there. And you said all the way to 8 o'clock?
Included 7:30.
7:30. All right. So I think that's all I got in this early block.
Yeah, without Nino say what I think here about this early block here. I'll look at NC State plus the points here. We know Duke's good offensive team, really good on the defensive side, pretty much an average team in turning the ball over. But I'll look at NC State, a team that at home hits 48%, 38% for three, and they defend well on their home court. I'll look for NC State to kind of keep it within single digits here in this one. I agree with Stephen F. Austin. This Incarnate Word team is very bad. Incarnate Word has failed to cover 13 of 16. Horrible defense here. Austin here has defended three-point line very well. Incarnate Word in terrible defensive form. I'll look at Stephen F. Austin here in that spot. And I'll go ahead and take Nichols here plus the points. It was 11.5 overnight. We're seeing some 10.5 start to pop up in this one. But again, someone asked about them. I'm not going to predict. I'm not looking at Nicholls State to win this game. I'm just looking for them to cover this game at this point spread. So if the one you're asking about McNeese State and Stephen F. money line safe, I wouldn't argue against it. I wouldn't argue against it. Even though I'm taking the points with Nicholls State, I just think they've covered 3 or 4. McNeese has failed to cover 7 of 10 with poor 3-point shooting here. And just keep noting these games. McNeese State is not going to get in at large bid. They've lost 5 on the season. Conference tournament is coming up, I believe, next week. So I don't. Maybe is it next week when they start? Their conference tournament is coming up at least next week or this week. So I wouldn't look at these teams to go all out here, especially these teams at the top of the conference, because really to get in the tournament, you got to win. You got to win the tournament there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Continuing on here in this block, we're going to cover the games at 8 Eastern time, all the way to the final games for tonight, which would be 10 Eastern time. So the 8 Eastern. Notable game here we have is Iowa State and Arizona. Arizona 8. We're seeing some 7.5s as well in the marketplace, total 148. And other than that, it's a bunch of big sky in Southland. Other than that, there. So we'll get it over to Chris.
Yeah, we're going to look at the only one I've got here, Iowa State, Arizona, this one matchup. We'll take lean to Arizona to cover the 7.5 is what I've got the number at. And also under 147.5. I think both teams are going to be able to play defense in this one and keep it with under that number. Both teams are holding teams about 65, 68 points per game there on their defensive end, controlling the 3-point shooting pretty well. So we'll take an under in that one and a lean to Arizona to cover.
Here we go with Chris on over to Ninos.
I'm gonna start off here with well, I think this number's ticked up a little bit since last time I looked at it, but still leaning Montana State there over Northern Arizona. It's ticked up a couple points, so yeah, definitely maybe missed the best of the number here, but still think they should win this one by double digits. I guess now we're asking them to win by. Just a better team overall, having a better season. Northern Arizona just not playing great basketball coming into this one. So laid there with Montana State. Next up, I was looking at a home favorite here in Portland State over Weber State. Could be an interesting matchup here against a team that shoots the ball pretty well from deep. But at the end of the day, I think Portland State gets the job done here at home, where they're 10-3 against the team that's just 5-9 on the road. So I'll lay it with Portland State.
There from El Nino's. Tell you what I think about these games here. Continue to write this New Orleans Privateers team. This is a team that's covered 9 of 10 with really good defense. But, man, this Southeastern Louisiana team just in terrible form here. Can't make threes. 11th in offensive efficiency. They turn the ball over. Terrible with the free throw line. And defensively struggling to defend the three-point line. New Orleans is a team that's 4th in offensive efficiency in the Southland, a team that rebounds. And they defend very well. They defend the 2-point and 3-point line. So look to lay it there. Also, we'll lay it here with Arizona. We've seen Iowa State have some bad losses in conference by margin. I'll look at the Wildcats, a team that's in very good defensive form coming into this game, and Arizona number 1 in the conference here in defensive efficiency. So I'll look here at the Arizona Wildcats to cover. Also, I like Eastern Washington, a team that's kind of waking up the second half of the conference season. Eastern Washington team that's covered 9 straight with great shooting. Remember the head coach there is Monson, the guy that used to be at Long Beach. So he's a pretty good coach. Before that, he was at Gonzaga. Took the money and took the Minnesota job. Didn't have success, but got a payday to go to Minnesota for a couple of seasons. But I'll look here at Eastern Washington here, a team that over the past month is shooting 55% with 41% from 3 and giving us 29% from beyond the arc. Idaho, a team that struggles at the free throw line, not a very good 2-point shooting team, and they don't force turnovers, and they're poor at defending threes, give them 38%. Eastern Washington is number 1 in offensive efficiency in the conference, and I'll look at them here in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we'll turn our attention over to NHL for today's card. And on the NHL card today, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 6 games on the card here from the NHL. So in this segment, Lars Kappers just give us what you got. So Chris, what you got today, NHL?
I'll give you a couple goal scorers that didn't make the hit list, and I'll put them in the chat as well. We'll go Dylan Larkin, William Nylander, and Brock Nelson to all get a goal for us today.
Yeah, with Chris on Over Down Ninos.
Yeah, like some matchups here early. I'm going to look at this, the Red Wings here and that 2 p.m. Eastern one, so don't wait too long before putting this one in. Heading to Nashville there. Just think they're the better team, laying a decent price there on the road, so a little bit of juice there with the Red Wings to get the job done there. I like the Blue Jackets as well, another small road favorites there against the Rangers. The Rangers finally grabbed themselves a win. Congratulations. And actually the Blue Jackets coming in to this one off a couple of losses, though they did go to overtime in their last one. Still playing the better hockey overall here, so I'll take a small shot on the Blue Jackets there and to bring these Rangers back down to earth. And I'll take a small shot here on another road dog this time, but I guess I'm going with 3 road teams here to start the day off. With Philadelphia, took a shot on the Maple Leafs last time. Quickly remind me why I don't back them too often. So getting a little bit of plus money here on the Flyers. I'll take a small shot on them to get the job done.
Yeah, from El Nino's here. All right. El Nino's, our Kings, fired their head coach. I don't think that's going to do much for them.
Well, yeah, they might need some more help than that. But, I mean, hey, they're trying. They made a big move there before the trade deadline, so we'll have to see how they gel, I guess. Now, they got some good pieces on this team. A couple of big injuries right now, so still have to deal with that. Obviously, that's a big part of hockey. But yeah, once they're all healthy, it should be interesting to see how they play together.
Let's see what happens here with the Kings. Team's been disappointing. All right, we got you through our hockey segment. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our Cappers give it a parlay team player prop game of the future. They make the call here. We get it started here with Chris.
Yeah, short card today, so I'll give you a couple player props in the NBA. We'll go first basket scorer, first team basket score, however you want to play that. Give me Kevin Durant to score the first basket or first basket for his team, and give me Ryan Rollins with the Bucks to score the first basket or first basket for his team.
There we go, Chris on Over Down Ninos.
I'll take the Rockets to win both halves, Nuggets to win both halves, and we can let's throw the Blue Jackets on there.
There we go, down Ninos. So I'm going to take NC State plus the points. I'll also take Stephen F. Austin. In that one, I'll go over with Houston and the Washington Wizards. All right, we got you through our Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. You just got our free plays, but if you're looking for our best plays, click the link in the description. That'll take you on over to Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find our best bets and more over on the site with the leaderboard showcasing our top performers. Let's see what Chris has for sale today over at Tony's Picks heading to this Monday card. Chris, what you got?
Got you guys a pick in the NBA there. My favorite play on the board today. So go snatch up the best bet out there. Slam dunk play of the day there. And then, hop on some of the long term. We're heading into conference play here, heading into March Madness. The college basketball will be covering that as well, especially SEC. And then still covering NBA. And then in a short 23 days, we'll have baseball back. You guys know I'll cover that. I'll probably have a season package out as well here soon for you guys to snatch up if you want. That'll cover every game get you every game all the way through the World Series. So we'll be putting that package out here directly. But yeah, also the long term, short term, either way. Pair us up, 2-for-1 capper. You guys see who's doing well. So pair us up, let us go to work for you. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save you the 15%. And we're just going to try to do well in March.
That's right. Do well in March with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You can see a slam dunk best bet on the board right now. Profit guaranteed, meaning it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also available here from Chris, so get signed up. All right, let's take a look, see what El Ninos has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. El Ninos has put together a very good year here in 2026, documented over on the site. These numbers you'll see here are based all the numbers you see on our website are based on a $100 unit wager size. El Ninos 886 units of profit, documented on the site. What you got for sale, El?
So far, just my power play in the NHL. As I said, not too in love with this NBA card today. Pretty small college basketball card, but a lot of value, I think, on this NHL card. So I will have at least 2 players there in the NHL. Could have a third as well for a little 3-pack there. So keep an eye out for that. But again, your best way to go is always grab those long-term 2-for-1 capper passes and pair them up with your favorite capper. Get all those team plays emailed right to you.
That's right, guys. Get on board with El Ninos over at Tony 996 units of profit. Document over on the site. So get on board. As you can see, El Ninos has his power play up from the NHL, profit guaranteed. Long subscriptions are the way to go as well. Remember, all of our member plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we continue to handicap throughout the day and night, looking for those late plays. And anytime we put a late play in there between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, flagged as late steam, and also documented as late steam. And those are emailed directly to your inbox. Use the email use at service. So get on board here with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. NHL power play prop on the board right now. So get on board with El Ninos profit guarantee. So get signed up. All right. Over on Tony's Picks right now, I have 2 premium plays. Also a best bet on the board from college basketball. 1 premium up there and 1 from college hoops. So get on board with me as well. Best bet and another premium there. So 2 premiums for me. So get on board and lock me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper motion and get signed up. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony 6 Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience when we do that. And, of course, head on over to Tony's Picks, and that's where you're going to find our YouTube channel with lots of great content. Anything live will show up. Our archive shows here, we have Night Moves here every day, 3 a.m. Eastern time, midnight Pacific. A complete rundown on all the games with the featuring Ramon and company. So check it out on Night Moves Live or watch the replay. Look ahead show with Alessandro. The first look at these games, the lines come up. Looks like Rod sat in for Alessandro yesterday, but you can check that out. A complete rundown on all the games. Look ahead show here on archive as well. Morning show as well. Daily Dangle with Rod at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Happy Hour returns. It's Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So check that out. Of course, as you scroll down, you're going to check out our compilation videos up there. We'll have some college and NBA up for you for today. Chris's hit list is up today here from the NHL, so check that out. All of our playlists still up on the channel for you guys to check out as well. Hockey, a complete rundown of all the games from Ramon here, NHL picks with a complete rundown from Ramon. Also, fight picks. Look for the fight picks on Friday night coming up here from both Alessandro and from Mills. Videos, and of course our shorts are up there as well. We got some shorts from Rod. Looks like we created some shorts from the Look Ahead show with Rod sitting in for Alessandro. So we got a lot of shorts up there today here from Rod up on the channel. So check it out on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Lots of great content. So check it out here, guys. Of course, Chris, your hit list has been a big hit here on the channel, both with hockey and, of course, looking forward to when baseball starts with those home runs.
Yeah, definitely looking for that. Countdown has been on for a while. I will be doing a home run hit list futures video here soon once I compile a little bit more data on, just doing a futures thing if anybody's into that. As far as I think I've got some that are at 40 home runs for the season and things like that. So I'll be putting that video together before the home run hit list is out on the 25th. You guys will still have either an NBA or an NHL one every day as long as I have data. So be looking for that there. I will add some in the comments there as I get data, because what I put on there is what I had last night. So I gave you that. But as far as somebody was asking about how many units to put on, that's up to you. I don't suggest putting a full unit on it. These are just, these are long shot type things. So, sprinkle on a little bit, have fun with them. They're not meant for a full $100 unit or whatever your unit size is. But anyway, yeah, we're going to keep putting it out. I look forward to the home run hit list coming back soon. We cashed 220 last year. We hope to make more than that this year. So I appreciate everybody's support, comments, and make sure you guys go over, like the channel, check everybody's content out. Everybody's doing well and doing great, putting in hard work. So check us out and like, subscribe, and make sure you got your notifications turned on.
That's right, guys. Like, subscribe on the channel. A lot of great content over on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Check it out with Chris's hit list up there right now. All right, Ninos, catch you here pretty much picture here in the morning shows. We see you as well on the reels.
Yeah, a lot of morning shows for me, so keep tuning in early, catch the replays if you can't make it this early, and make sure you go check out all the other great content over at Tony Speaks YouTube channel.
Yeah, check out our YouTube channel, 5 live shows, guys. Like, subscribe. Greatly appreciate that when you do that. All right, with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. time. Appreciate everybody in the chat for today with your picks here. Our man Scripio in there, Ron Hahn, of course, with the Detroit, Dallas, and Stars in there. Anytime goal score, if you score, should count. The shootout doesn't count. Well, I guess so. That's just the way it works with regulation. There we go. Yeah, units are on you, guys. It's on you. There we go. The anytime goal there as well. If you score a goal in the shootout, it doesn't count. Well, it's a shootout.
Overtime counts, but no.
Overtime, that's right. Overtime counts, but the shootout doesn't. So there you go. There you go. Not the gimmick overtime period. All right, guys. With you here every day, 9:30 Moose time. Shout out to everybody in the chat today. Our man SD likes the Mid-East State. And we talked about that already, what we felt about that. And Gerald Benny liked that. Duke and Florida look pretty damn unstoppable. They certainly do. Florida has just been crushing teams lately, but the Big Ten gets a lot of there's a little bit more parity at the top here with the Big Ten, so that conference kind of gets a lot of coverage. So does the Big 12, but we're looking forward to when we get to the NCAAB tournament, get to the conference tournaments. We got the smaller conferences this week and the bigger ones next week, so looking forward to that. Like and subscribe. Any closing thoughts for me, guys, before we close it out?
Let's make it a winning day, guys.
Good luck.
Let's make it a winning one, guys. Going to wake up. Bye, guys. You're making a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show.